So today we are talking about slope. Slope is how steep or shallow a line is. Okay. So the rise is the difference of the y values. The run is the difference of the x values. You have to rise over before you run, so rise goes with your y, run goes with your x. The slope is the ratio of rise to run or y to x for any 2 points on a line. So we are going to be looking at slope on a graph, just counting method, and then using an actual formula. Okay? So begin at 1 point and count vertically to find the rise, and then count horizontally to the second point to find the run. I like to draw a right triangle here. Okay, so I count vertically. My vertical line is 1, 2, 3 units long over my horizontal line, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units long, and 3, 6 simplifies to 1/2. Because it's a positive slope, positive runs this way, negative runs this way, it's just 1/2. If it ran negative, you would need a negative in front. So all I did was I counted my vertical line. It was 3 units high, and then I counted from left to right my horizontal, and it was 6 units long. I always put my y or my vertical line first, and then I put my horizontal line second and simplify. If the slope is negative, I make sure to add my negative sign. Okay, now we're going to use our formula. This is our slope formula here, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. We have find the slope of a line that passes through -2, -3, and 4, 6. So my first set of coordinates is going to be x1, y1, and I like to put that over my numbers. And my second pair of coordinate points is going to be x2, y2. Okay? So y2 is 6 minus y1, which is -3. You have to put the -3 there. This negative in between them does not make up for it. Okay? Over x2, which is 4, minus x1, which is -2. Okay? Now these two negatives change to positives, and I get 6 plus 3, which is 9, over these two negatives change to positives. 4 plus 2 is 6. Now I can simplify that, and I can say each one of these can be divided by 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So the slope of the line is 3 over 2. Do not change that to a mixed number. You leave it as an improper fraction. The table shows the cost of fruit per pound purchased at the grocery store. Use the data to make a graph, find the slope of the line, and explain what it shows. So plot the data points and connect them. Put pounds on the y-axis and put cost on the y-axis. Pounds on the x-axis, cost on the y-axis, because pounds, you can buy as many pounds as you want. That's the independent. You get to choose how many pounds, and then the cost you pay is dependent on how many pounds you picked up. Now, they graph your information for you, so you don't have to worry about that. So if you had to graph it, though, these are your x values, these are your y values, okay? So now you're going to find the slope. In order to find the slope, you pick any 2 points from up here, okay? So we need 2 points. Let's just pick these and these, because we got a 0, 0. That just kind of makes it easier. So this 0, 0 as an ordered pair is 0, 0. And this one is 515. Okay? So, our first set of data we're going to have is x1, y1. Our second we're going to have is x2, y2. Okay? So, they put, same thing, y2 is 15 minus y1 of 0 over x2 is 5 over x1 of 0. We subtracted 15 minus 0 and got 15. 5 minus 0 and got 5. 15 over 5 can divide to 3. So the slope of the line is 3, and this means for every pound of fruit you will pay another $3. Okay? Plus you can tell to get from x to y you had to multiply by 3. So, number 1, find the slope of the line. That is this line, okay? We want to use, you're going to have to put 2 points on that line. You want to put 2 points where they are whole numbers and there's no guessing. Both your coordinates are both whole numbers and it's not like a decimal or anything. And then 2 is find the slope of a line that passes through -4, -6, and 2, 3, and you want to use that formula that I just circled.